topic is drawing frequency polygon and obtuse. In the last class, we know how to draw histogram and how to draw frequency polygon. Now, frequency curve. Frequency curve is nothing but frequency polygon, but slight one small modification in polygon. If you draw the frequencies against the midpoints of the class intervals and join those points not with the help of scale but by a smooth hand curve. So that curve is known as frequency curve. So in frequency polygon, if the short turns or all the turns will be avoided, then it will become a frequency curve. So we will see later on how to draw frequency curve on the graph. And another one is obtuse. Obtuse means cumulative frequency curves. So there are two methods of drawing obtuse. One is less than obtuse, another is more than obtuse. So how to draw less than obtuse and more than obtuse? So in less than obtuse, less than cumulative frequencies are plotted against the upper boundaries and all the points are joined with a freehand curve. In more than obtuse, more than cumulative frequencies are plotted against the lower boundaries of the corresponding classes and all the points are joined with the help of the hand to get a. So the less than obtuse is a rising curve, whereas the more than obtuse is a declining curve. So we will see. So I will take one example and I will explain how to draw less than obtuse and more than obtuse. So let us take this example. So see, draw less than obtuse and more than obtuse for the following data. This data, see the data, class 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 up to 70 to 80. Corresponding frequencies 5, 10, 20, 30 like that, these are the frequencies. Now, I will explain two obtuse. First, so less than cumulative frequency. To draw the less than cumulative frequency, so we have to prepare a table. So table consists of three columns. First, upper boundaries are the corresponding classes. These are the upper boundaries, 20, 30, 40, these are the upper boundaries. So write 20, 30, 40 up to last upper boundary is 8. Okay. So write the upper boundaries. Then less than cumulative frequencies. So go on adding the frequencies from lowest to highest. So first 5. This is the first class frequency. And 5 plus 10, that is the next class frequency. 15. 15 plus 20, 35. Again 35 plus 30, 65. 65 plus 15, 80. 80 plus 10, 90 and 90 plus 4, 94. These are the less than cumulative frequencies. Now write the points. 20 comma 5 is the first point. 30 comma 15 second point. 40 comma 35 third point. Like that, write all the points. So these points will be plotted on the graph. These points are plotted on the graph. So take a graph paper. So let us assume that this is a graph paper. So in this graph paper, I take the scale 0, 10, 20 up to last value 80. Okay. Then less than cumulative frequencies on y-axis. What is the maximum value here? So you see 94. So to get 94 on the y-axis, so divide the scale. So each unit has 10, 10, 10, 20, 30, 40 up to 100. Okay. Now take the first point. What is the first point? 20 comma 5. So here 20 and 5. So this is the first point. This is the first point. Locate the first point. Then coming to the second point. 30, 15. So 30, 15. So there is again the second point. You have to draw, plot. Then coming to the next point. 40, 35. So 40, 35. So this is 35. Then 50, 65. 50, 65. Then 60. See the value 80. Then 70, 90. Then that last point is 94. Now join these points not with the help of scale, with your hand, so that it looks like a curve. So I will start. So here this is the way you want to write. So this is the curve. So this is a increasing curve. This is an increasing curve because see this always whenever whatever data you are selected, the less than cumulative curve must be in a increasing curve only. So this is known as less than cumulative, less than OQ. You can say OQ or cumulative frequency curve. Okay, that is the first one. Now coming to the more than OQ. So I will explain more than OQ. So to draw the more than OQ, so we have to prepare one more table for more than OQ. So in this table, first you take the lower boundaries of the classes, lower, not upper, and then more than cumulative frequency curve. First lower bound. What are the lower bound? Just look at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 up to last is 70. So I took 10, 20, 30 up to 70. Now how to draw the more than OQs? So more than OQs. First you write the total frequency. Total is 94. First one is 94. Then subtract the first frequency. 94 minus 5. 89. Next subtract the next frequency. 10. 79. Next subtract the next frequency, last up to last one. Or we can also write in another way. Instead of subtracting, you start adding from bottom to top. That is, first write 4 here. Then 4 plus 10, 14. 14 plus 15. Next 29. Next 29 plus 30. Like that also we can write. So there are two ways of writing more than cumulative frequencies. One is first total, then subtract each frequency from top to bottom, or from bottom to top go on adding the frequencies, so you get the more than cumulative frequencies. Then points. So 10, 94 first point, 20, 89 second point, 30, 70 like that all other points. Now we have to plot these points on the same graph, or we can draw in another graph. You take another graph, or you can draw the points on the same graph. Now I am drawing the points on the same graph. Let us see. So first one, what is the first point? Look at that 10, 94. So what is this? Is the 10 and 94. This is the first point. Point number 1. Next 20, 89. So 20 and 89. So this is the second point. If you take the graph, you can locate the points accurately. But on the board, approximately I am going to draw. Then coming to the next 30. See the point. 30, 79. 30, 79 almost here. This is the next point. Next coming to the 40, 59. 40, 59 almost here. This is the 40, 59. Next 40, 50, 29. 50, 29 almost here. Then coming to the next point. 60, 14. So 14 somewhere here. 60, 14. Then 70, 4. 70, 4. So these are the points. Now join these points again with the help of same. So this is the more than OQ, less than OQ, more than OQ. This is a declining line and it is an increasing line. Both will be intersected at one point. This is the point of intersection. And the corresponding value is called median. Therefore, median can be obtained with the help of the OQs. So this is the one of the advantage. Statistical constants can be obtained from the OQs. Therefore, more than OQ, less than OQ. We can draw both on same graph, or you can draw separate graphs also. So that is more than OQ. With the help of OQs, we can also find quartiles, deciles and percentiles. What are quartiles? Quartiles divide the given data into 4 equal parts. 4 equal parts. They are called quartiles. Deciles divide the entire data into 10 equal parts. And percentiles divide the data into 100 equal parts. They are called quartiles, deciles and percentiles. Sometimes, suppose marks. Sometimes we need how many students got more than 75%. And how many students got below 40%, or how many students got between 50 and 60. So those values can be obtained with the help of the OQs. Less than will be more than OQ. Okay, so I will take one simple look at this. Let us suppose that this is the data. And this data is suppose 1, 2, 3, 4. If you divide 4 equal parts, that is, this is called first quadrant, Q1, and this is called second quadrant. This is called. So there are only 3 quadrants, not 4. Q1, Q2, Q3. Similarly, deciles, there are 9 deciles, D1, D2, D9, and percentage, there are 99 percentage. So what is Q1? Q1 means 25% of the observations are below it. In any data, Q1 means 25 observations are below it. So this is 25%. And Q2 means 50% of the observations are below it and 50 are above. And Q3 is 75% of observations are below it and 25% are above this value. So we can identify or we can pick the number among the given data for which 25% observations are below it, then that is known as Q1. If you select one observation for which 75% observations are below it, that is called Q3. And Q2, of course, 50% below, 50% above. These values can be obtained from the OQs, that is the advantage of OQ. Similarly, deciles. Suppose you take this data and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So overall, this is the data and 1, 2. This is the D1, D2, D3, like that up to D9. D9. So I divided the entire data into 10 equal parts. This is the first one, D1, 10% are below it, D2, 20% are below it, D3, 30% are below it, like the D9. So these are called deciles. In the same manner, percentage, 100 equal parts. Divide the data into 100 equal parts and they will be percentage one. So to get the percentage or deciles or quartiles, first step is you have to write the given data in the increasing order of them. Don't take raw data because suppose 2, 5, 6, 100, 101 means don't take the same data, because to know the middle value or 25th observation, 35th observation, you must arrange the data in the increasing order of magnitude. Then only we can obtain these quartiles, percentage, deciles. All can be obtained from the less than. That's all. That is about the percentage deciles.